my drink.
Bloomies are forever.
Happy Monday morning, everyone. I am shipping eBay and PayPal orders today. Most of these are eBay orders. I think I sold 14 over the weekend. I was gonna check my phone, but it's right up in front of me, 14. And I think I have 2, 3, 4 PayPal orders. So we have about 18 orders. We'll see how many we get through. This video is meant to be long and kind of boring and relaxing, so put me on in the background. And I'm gonna do something that I haven't done, but I'm stealing from children's books, like read to you on a cassette, if you're that old, where they kind of make a small ding. It won't be an annoying ding, but just something that if I'm gonna put words on the screen or something where I'm like, you should probably look at the screen to see this thing, I'll make a soft ding in editing. And that way, if you're cooking or folding clothes or whatever you're doing, you don't actually have to watch me, but if I'm gonna put something on the screen, it'll be right before that. That way you can look at the screen, look away. I think I'm gonna try that. I had that idea last night. The first item that sold on eBay was yesterday, and these are suspenders my husband and I found at the bins. I had them for $100. There were none like them. I know suspenders do well. They were not the name I thought they were, and ding, I'll put that name up on the screen. But let me grab them. I have a whole setup today. I'm feeling very professional. Okay, so these are them. And if you don't like the female figure shown in all of her glory, look away maybe, because these have some nude women on them. And they're very artfully done. And the brand name is Chip, C-H-I-P-P, of New Haven. And I put them on for 100, had a bunch of watchers right away, like 12 watchers. And I've been sending, I forget what eBay calls them, offers to watchers or buyers. I'm not even exactly sure what that is. And Robert purchased them in New Jersey, and he said, can you send them? He was so nice. He said, can you please send them before Friday, even for an additional cost, let me know. It's Monday. He'll get them in plenty of time. He's in New Jersey. So I am gonna ship these priority mail. He actually paid priority mail. I didn't even know I had priority mail on this. I usually put first class mail on things like this. Oh, smart. You know what I did? I realized they might sell for $100, and I wanted the tracking and insurance, just in case they'd go missing, that I was covered. So we are going to absolutely ship these first thing Monday, and I'm going to try to fold them with some foam. They're not stretchy at all. You'd think the material would be. It's not. Okay, so we have some foam. I've been buying this. I received some in some kind of package. I forgot what it was. And then I was like, I really like this foam. So I bought some. There's so many things that are tax write-offs, and not that that makes them free, but it helps. And we have a really good accountant. We had a really good accountant in Pennsylvania. We looked for one for about 2 years and went to H&R Block the first year, and we liked them, but I thought maybe we could do better. And I'm gonna just try to fold these and roll them a little bit, but not tight. Just a really loose roll. And I'm gonna stuff up something and put it in the middle. Extra piece of bubble wrap. Perfect, perfect. And then I'll washi tape that down, or somehow tape that down. Washi and foam doesn't do very well. Let's try some Scotch tape. So we went with H&R Block. We had moved in November. So that following, you know, we did it in like February or March. We only had a few months of my husband's income, so we went with H&R Block because we couldn't find anybody, and then asked around, found an amazing accountant. If I could give you any piece of advice, it would be find an accountant, unless you know really the ins and outs of that. So let's put this in a plastic bag, protect it from the elements. loving the way this is packaged so far. And she's been doing our taxes ever since. And we've lived here in this house for 4 years. So satisfying. And we've lived on and off for about a year before that. So we've been here for about 5 years now. Let's see, I have a small piece. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do with this? Oh, I haven't even shown you all the fun things. Let's do this and then I'll show you the fun things. So I found some of these foiled bakers for gifts, breads, and cakes. You can bake right in the box, but I picked them up at the bin, brand new of course. I would have sold them had I thought they brought anything, but it doesn't look like they do. So I'm gonna use them as boxes. Imagine that. They're so shiny. Ooh, that's very shiny. Oh, I have to build them, huh? Oh. Wanna watch me build a box? How boring is that? I'm gonna flip you down. Okay, there we go. Are there instructions? Would you like oh, there's all sorts of recipes. Fruit cake, Millie's orange loaf. Don't know who Millie is. She might be, who knows, Millie. I was thinking maybe she was like the owner of this company, but it doesn't say. Potpourri Press. Good for you, Potpourri Press. I worked at a pizza shop for all of, I'm gonna say, a week. And my favorite part was folding boxes. Okay, got one. So I think I have to fold in the corners and then fold it down and pop that. I wonder if this is gonna be worth it. Oh, I think it's gonna be worth it, right? So pretty. Got little pieces falling all over the place. My mom called this morning. I woke up early. I had a really bad dream, which I usually do, and sweating and whatever. And I thought, I'm going to do my hair today. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I slept on it kind of wet. I've got fairly thick hair, so it takes a long time to dry, which is not a big deal. I don't need to really do anything with it. I am butchering this box. Maybe I should focus more. Here we go. Nope, I can't possibly get it. That's it. Okay, so that has to be folded. How does this get on the inside of that? Oh, I guess just like that. Okay, not as hard as I thought. So I took Q-tips and I wrapped up my semi-wet, kind of dry hair in Q-tips. And then I used little like Jaws clips. And then about an hour later, I took them out and oh my goodness, I will put in the footage. Oh my goodness, what did I do? So now that you've seen that, that's really what my hair looks like right now. I've got it in a giant bun just to try to contain it, but don't use Q-tips in your hair. So my mom saw the picture. My sister's over her house today helping her out, and I sent the picture to my sister because I knew she was up. And they were cracking up, of course. My sister has really thick curls. And my mom has curly hair too, but clearly I get it from her side. So my mom's coming into town Wednesday, and she's hoping to film with a bigger YouTuber, which I'm so excited for her. Love that. Love sprinkles and aqua ribbon. And where are my scissors? Already lost them. And so she's borrowing our car and is gonna go hopefully meet the YouTuber, and they're gonna film. So that's awesome. I'm so glad for her. She's doing so well. Rightly so. I don't know if you can see, but there are definitely blue sprinkles. And a business card. This is a good time to say what's on my business card, so feel free to say it with me. You are enough. You are so enough. It is unbelievable how enough you are. Will this fit in the box that took me 20 minutes? Okay, I wrapped it a little bit tighter. I'm gonna put on the business card glass. I'll have to redo the bow. And it is 9:51. It is what it is, right? Okay, let's cut these on a diagonal. Oh, such a perfect cut. Oh, I love grosgrain ribbon. And we will put my business card back on top. Come on. Robert, I hope you appreciate this. Is your name Robert? It is Robert. Okay, so that's how that's gonna look, and I'm just gonna ship it in a poly mailer because it's so lightweight. Sorry about that. So let's go with the succulent. I also have to call my post office because one of the packages I sent out last week, on a day I had probably like 12 to 15 packages, never got scanned in, and the person is being so nice about it, but I think it was last Monday, so they should have definitely had it. So I have to call my post office and track that down. Normally what happens is I call the post office, or the USPS number, I guess. It's hard to get in touch with my actual post office, and give them the tracking number. They usually don't have any more information. They tell you that, oh, this is shipping priority mail. Oh, less talking. Update. So it is 5 ounces. So it's gonna ship at the 1 pound mark. Anything under a pound gets rounded up to a pound. So even if I put in 5 ounces, the priority price is the same as a pound. That's just what happens. Priority starts at a pound. So it's $7.43 if I want to leave it in this bag, or I could put it in this bag and go $7.33, which I'm gonna do because why not? As long as it fits easily. Save myself 10 cents. Come on. Is it worth the 10 cents? It was. Could have saved myself an additional 3 or 4 cents if I didn't use the poly mailer, but whatever. So anyway, I give them the tracking number. So this is going to be, I'm jumping stories a little. This is going to be a flat rate, it says it right on it, padded envelope, and that's the 4th option down for $7.33 to New Jersey, or really anywhere in the United States. I could put anything in this up to 70 pounds, ship it anywhere in the United States, $7.33, and print. And print. Oh, gotta change my printer. It's been a few days since I've printed. There we are. So I'll give them the tracking number. They'll kind of like open up the case for it, and almost always they find the package within a couple days. So I don't know what happens to the packages, but thank you, Robert. But I want to make sure I do that for my customer. Next, let's wrap this adorable tiny little ring that fits me perfectly. I wore it around the house this morning, so I didn't lose it. This is headed to, let's see, Rosemary. I love that name. I don't know if she pronounces it Rosemary or Rosemary, but I'm guessing Rosemary because of the lowercase m. She is in Oregon. Oh, and her road is just the perfect road. I can't say it obviously, but it's just full of positivity and light. Love that. And she paid $7 for the ring. It's sterling silver, just a tiny little thing, but pretty. And $3.99 for shipping. So I think what we're gonna do is put this inside a thank you card. Somebody made those. Really pretty with mint green envelopes that match. So I'm going to use a little bit of washi. Tape it right down. I want to make sure I cut my washi. And I'll show you what this looks like. Because I want to use tracking on this and not just stick it in an envelope, because eBay likes when you track things, I'll wrap up this as a little bit of a thing. But that way it's nice and safe and sound. I don't think that has any sticker stuff. I probably shouldn't have licked that. I just licked somebody's envelope for the fun of it. Okay, so little washies on the back. Still mermaid. Let's put it in a piece of tissue. I have a little piece, little tiny piece of tissue. So because this is being sent first class mail instead of in an envelope, which I could have easily sent it in an envelope, but if it would have gotten lost, there's no tracking, there's no way to do anything through eBay. I just have to refund. So we'll tie that up. I'm gonna use some pink curling ribbon. I rarely use curling ribbon, just because I have so many other, I keep going over there for the scissors. Where did I put the scissors? But in reality, curling ribbon is so pretty and kind of inexpensive, just depending on where you find it. But you can find curling ribbon for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and the quality is pretty good. That's one of my plans in my head. I don't know if it'll come to fruition, but like cheap package toppers or cheap ways, inexpensive ways to wrap up orders. I have a whole bunch of thoughts. My city does free newspapers for tourists, and so I could pick those up at any time, and they're beachy. They're not like regular newspapers. They're more like attractions and things to do. Okay, so there we go. There we go. I'm gonna put it in a plastic bag, and I'm gonna make sure to leave air in the plastic bag because we want this over 1/4 of an inch. Can't send flat things. Okay, we're good, 1/4 of an inch. Get a poly miller. Well, that was nice and easy. And fold this over. You can see it's definitely over 1/4 of an inch. And let's give this away. What does this weigh, like 2 ounces maybe? 1.2, so I round up to 2 ounces. And she paid $3.99, and my cost is $3.09. $3.09. Do you say O or 0? If I'm speaking to somebody on the phone, I always say 0. But then in my own life, I'm just like, oh, I can't pronounce that extra syllable. I don't have the time. And print and print. So my mom's gonna use our car. She has an appointment with her, I don't know if they're called oral surgeon or dentist. Thank you, Rosemary. And that's why she's flying in for a couple days and staying here. Her oral surgeon who did her implants, she had all of her teeth pulled, if you didn't know, and it went really well. But she has temporary implants now, and then in a couple months they'll do permanent, but her smile looks phenomenal. And so she's at the 1 month mark and doing really well. Her voice is amazing. I thought more, you know, like she'd have a little bit more of a lisp or some kind of, because you have all new teeth, like you have to get used to it. Your mouth gets used to so many things. And she doesn't. She's amazing. But she's gonna go see the dentist on Friday. And they're about 80 miles from us. So she's just gonna take our car. We don't need it that day. And if we did, we'd have one of the neighbors. Our neighbors are close to us, which is really nice. Okay, next item is a Schmidt brand new workwear women's shirt in a size medium. Here it is. Found this at the bins. Tractor Supply Company. We used to have a Tractor Supply Company back in Pennsylvania. We bought a light there once. I always thought that was such a weird store. I grew up on Long Island, New York. I even said it kind of Long Island-y. Long Island, New York. And when I moved after college, and I had a tiny little apartment with 4 rooms, and I loved it so much. I loved it so much. Really close to where my husband and his family were, that they had all of these different things. You know, you read in books people live in the country, but then to experience it, it's crazy. Any store from them was like a half hour. It's nuts. But one of the main stores was Dollar General, first of all. I know those are big in rural areas, and sure enough, they had 2, I think. And Tractor Supply. I don't know if we have a Tractor Supply here. I'm gonna Google it. You can skip the next 20 minutes if you don't want to know if there is a Tractor Supply near me. Where is the location? There is! It's past the highway, so that's probably like a good 20 minutes from me, but good to know. I mean, when am I going to use a Tractor Supply store? But they have other things. Like I said, we found a floor light it was on clearance because there was like a part of missing or something. I've always liked a good deal. And I think it was $10 for a floor light. It was a really pretty floor light. I think that's the only time I was in Tractor Supply. That sound is so good. Let's do pineapple. And I want to see how I'm shipping this. First class now. And this is going to Patricia in Texas. Do I have a P? SQFWYIZ. No, I do not. Oh, I haven't used the S. That's odd. Let's use the same hot pink. I wonder if I was recording that whole time. Oh no. So this is the 3rd package. I am so sorry. It is headed to Patricia in Texas, and it is a denim shirt I found at the bins for probably $1, $1.50. And it sold for $6. And Patricia paid $5.49 for first class mail. It is 14.3 ounces, and I'm rounding up to 15. We're at the top end of what I can do for first class mail. And she paid $5.49 for shipping, and my cost is $5.12, purchase and print. So what happens is sometimes things start to sell, and then I'm like, oh, I have enough for a shipping video, you know, the first 4 or 5 items. I might as well send offers, and then I bulk send offers for a lesser amount, but that way I get content for YouTube videos. Open label. Print and print. And I'm printing on my Dymo 450. Mine is the 450 Turbo. My mom, who is much more full-time than I am, uses just the 450. They work exactly the same setup. Thank you, Patricia. And let's see how much those are going for. They only work with eBay. So if you're selling on multi-platforms on Poshmark, Mercari, Etsy, any of the other ones at Amazon, the 450 will not work for you. You need a 4XL. And these are $76.50. Not bad. You could still find them cheaper on eBay. Ship my next item. Okay, let's see what else I pulled. The next item we found at the bins. Did I find these this at the bins or did I find this at the half off sale? Either way, it was $1 or $2. They are St. John, but the yellow label, which isn't as great. And they had a few flaws, but overall, I picked them up anyway just because of the stunning print. The hems are coming down, just the little things that people might be able to get around, I would say, or fix themselves. So when I fold in, always in toward the middle, kind of rolling, kind of folding. There we are. Very Marie Kondo of me. And let's see who purchased these. Ethel. I know an Ethel, and she's a great friend. She always has been a wonderful friend to me. And Ethel is in Colorado. She paid $12 for these pants. Again, they had flaws. I used the word flaw in the title. And she paid $5 for shipping. Perfect. I don't have any E's. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have ribbons with initials. Oh, I might as well show you some of the package toppers. I find these on Amazon. I think 100 masks are $39. Is that what this is? What is this? What are you? $39 for 100 masks, and they're nice masks. I've sent some to everybody for about 40 cents a mask. I know it's more of an expensive package topper, but it's just so nice. I also have cards. I've already used a few. An aqua thank you with a gold pineapple. It's my fancy cards. Mint green with a gold metallic thank you. My business cards, some lens cleaners. I have plenty of elastic. I just found these at the bins. They were new, but I took them off of the like little cardboard spoolie thing, but making hair ties. I also have used and will continue to use some stickers for planners. There's some more cards, lots of cards. These are adorable, these little house cards. I think they just came from Dollar Tree, but I found them at the bins. And then this one I might save for my mom. It's a little girl just joyfully dancing on the beach with the matching envelope. And there's some other things, but let's use curling ribbon. Maybe we'll use the curling ribbon. When I was probably a teenager, sometimes I say my age and then my mom texts me, she's like, you weren't 8, you were 15. And I'm like, oh, my memory doesn't work well. But sometimes I even have to ask my sister, I'm like, did I read that in a book or did that actually happen to us? Thankfully, I have a sister around the same age. She's 3 years younger. She's a fantastic thing. Love her so much. Wish I could share her with you. She makes me laugh. She's just fantastic. And where was I going with this? Oh, my mom would make, what did she call them? Fairy wreaths, maybe? They were made of like a wire with like little shooting stars off of them, like a little sparkle wrapped around wire, and she'd make them into a crown. And then on the back with a balloon clip, she would clip on dozens of ribbons, and the entire dining room would just be covered in all sorts of curling ribbons. And my sister and I used to help. Sometimes we'd have girls from like the youth group or friends come over and help, and she'd make, I want to say like hundreds. She'd make so many of these. We're going to use some more stickers since it perfectly matches the packaging. And Ethel sounds like a sticker girl. I don't know. We used to be able to make any color combinations we want, which, if you know me at all, I love colors and just like organizing by color and just color in general. It's so fun. Okay, there we are. And let's flip this into a poly mailer. Let's do Let's Go Shopping. That matches the ribbon nicely. give this away, it needs to be under 16 ounces. It's feeling a little heavy. $12.9, not bad. Rounds up to 13. She paid $12 for the pants and $5 for shipping, and my cost is a little bit more, $5.38. Purchase and print. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me one bit. I make a little bit, I lose a little bit, it all is a wash. You can decide to make $10 per package on shipping if you want. It's completely up to you. No judgment. Thank you, Ethel. Since it is 10:13, my postman usually comes around 9, except on Mondays. He's usually closer to like 11 or noon. I'm gonna put these packages outside and I will be back. Okay, the next item is somebody who purchased from YouTube. I still have a few sales coming in from a video I made like 2 weeks ago. This is a Snowskins size small tunic. Gorgeous print. Loved the length. So she paid $8 for the top and $4.50 for shipping. And this is headed to Susan in, should I guess? Minnesota. MN state abbreviation. Minnesota. I don't think I could have screwed that one up. Montana would have been my other choice. Okay, so we're going to fold this nicely and then roll down and roll up and roll together. There we go. Plastic bag. And since this came through, what I do is I post a video, a haul, and people, you are always welcome to buy from me from a haul, even if there's no prices on the screen, even if it doesn't look like I'm selling things straight from a haul. I will always sell things straight from a haul. It's just easier for me, and you'll get it for a cheaper price. If I have to rephotograph and measure it and list it on eBay and pay eBay fees, I have to charge more, unfortunately. So always cheaper from a haul. And so people message me directly using my email that's found on the screen and in the description. Oh, I have an S ribbon. Susan gets an S ribbon. And then I send a PayPal invoice. And that's really easy to do. You can just create an invoice. It's a tab at the top on PayPal. And all you need is somebody's email address. And it sends it right to them. You still pay you still pay PayPal fees, but you don't pay eBay fees, of course, because it's not listed on eBay. And then I can print directly from PayPal. Now, if you had a 4" by 6" label maker, like the Dymo 4XL or a Rollo or something else, you could print to your label maker. I just print straight to my printer, because my label maker won't print from PayPal. Wish they'd change that, they haven't. Let's include a dark blue elastic. Let's make this into a hair tie. So I'm just cutting a length about 1 foot long and doing a knot at the top. I stick my middle finger in, roll it around, and then pull through. You could YouTube how to do these. And these don't have as much stretch as other ones because of the print. So I really have to make it fit my wrist a little bit loosely. And then I cut off the ends. And I use this safety lighter just to burn the ends of the elastic. And if the scissors made any jagged little pulls or anything, all of that just disappears. Very magical. And a business card for Susan. There we are. Holly mailer. And I have my printer turned on and I have sticker paper in there. It's just 8 by 11 paper that has 2 stickers. Print. Oh, this one's a ship. Ship. let's weigh this. 10.2 ounces, so I still round up to 11 ounces. First class mail package. Like I said, she paid $4.50 for shipping, and my cost is, PayPal takes a little bit longer. Come on, PayPal, you can do it. It's Monday morning, but we're working. $4.06, and confirm and pay. And print. And I have to change my printer back to my regular printer. And print. There we go. Does anybody else remember when PayPal first came on board? And not everybody used it. I was still getting checks and money orders sent to me. And then I'd have to deposit them and wait for them to clear, or go to the post office, which was a few miles away, and ask for like a USPS money order. I would request that buyers sent me that specific money order so I could get the cash right then, rather than a personal check that might bounce in 4 or 5 days and you're back to the beginning. That didn't happen that often, but I did get a lot of money orders. And then I would write out right on the package their address and send it. I don't even know if I sent it with tracking. The early years of eBay. Okay, so sticker. Thank you, Susan. I hope you love your top. And now I had already used the other half, so this is garbage. And let's go back to eBay. Let's see what else we have. 10 items. We have a lot. Let's do a bra next. This is a tiny little thing. This is headed to Noelle. And it's a Victoria's Secret bra I picked up, I think for 99 cents or even 49 cents that had a half off sale. It has this really pretty like rhinestone sunburst thing here. Underwire, but this is a very lightweight item. So again, we have to make sure, because it's going first class mail, even if it's headed priority mail, we'd have to make sure it's more than a 1/4 inch, which this should be. I'm gonna put it in a smaller bag, one of my 10 by 13s. And then keep a little air in there. And I'm gonna cut my tissue paper in half. Where'd my scissors go? There we are. Let's put those back so I can figure out where they are later. Roll it up, tuck it under. Let's use the pale pink satin ribbon. This is the ribbon, 30 yards. I've had this ribbon for so long. My husband has off today. He helped somebody with some lessons, they kind of jammed together last night. So she's also a singer, and they've been thinking about doing like duets and stuff. So I got to see some footage of that. That's really nice. So here we go. What are we gonna put on this very lightweight package? Should we do, let's do a face mask. Let's do cucumber. Since it's so lightweight, we'll add a little bit of bulk. And the business card. There we are. And a poly mailer. Where'd my poly mailers go? And a poly mailer. I'm gonna have to go get some more of those. I keep a bag of supplies, just like some of everything, and that way, you know, I can sit at my desk and not have all of my supplies just crazy around me. But then I have to restock my bag. We are at 2.7 ounces, even with the mask. So 3 ounces rounded up. And Noelle paid $4.99 for the bra and $3.99 shipping, and my cost is $2.96. Purchase and print. So I think for today, my mom's coming Wednesday. Bear did clean the house. We have everything down from the attic, like guest stuff. Thankfully, we have a 2-bedroom with 2 beds, so we're okay there. He went shopping yesterday, which is really nice, grocery shopping. So I think today we are going to film. Him and I have talked about doing some non-eBay related filming. We've done 1 or 2. Thank you, Noelle. We're not necessarily trying to make a living on YouTube, rather, so our numbers don't bother us, or we're not concerned like to make more of a certain video. I'm gonna ship no matter if you're watching or not, so it's nice that you get to watch and I get to talk. Like talking most of the time. And I think we're gonna do something about the 5 love languages. We did the 5 love languages book before we were married, and then after we were married, and then we taught other couples about it, and it's been a really helpful thing, and my love language has completely changed over the years, and his has about stayed the same. But I think it would just be, him and I talk so much anyway, it'd just be like us filming ourselves in our regular lives with a little bit more of an idea of what to talk about. Our topics vary so greatly in the morning when he wakes up, and usually I like rub his head in bed and we just chit chat about everything. That we've talked about the book before and how much our love languages have changed. So I think we'll probably do that. Let's ship some Uggs. We have some little baby Uggs. Clearly not baby, but children Uggs. And I picked these up at the bins, just disinfected them with some Lysol spray. And they sold to Stephen in Illinois without the S. And they sold for $15 plus $8 shipping. So the first thing I'm gonna do is use some, you could use newspaper. I'm gonna use eBay tissue paper. I get a credit, I think it's $25 for my store level. And I don't really use a lot of eBay supplies, but I have a bunch of their tissue paper. There we are, a little stuffed. I don't think these would have a problem shipping in a poly mailer, so I'll probably do that. We'll see here. Okay, so let's put them in plastic. I am getting hungry. That's a stop suit for a food break. There we are. This fits in the 12 by 15 perfectly. Take a little bit of air out, but not a lot. And then a full piece. Let's do donuts. I don't think we've done donuts today. Little piece of washi. Hold that in place. Stephen, I don't have any more S. Let's go with the pale pink. Let's see if we finish this off. We will not. You'll see this again. Now, I did make red hair ties over the weekend when I was in bed. I don't think I burnt them though. No, I didn't. Just because this is more holiday-ish we'll send the red thing along. There we go. Red hair tie. And let's weigh this first, and then let's decide our options. Okay, so it will be under that 16-ounce mark. I might need to go get a bigger poly mailer. I'll be right back. Here we are. This should fit perfectly. Now, when I listed this, I put in that it was 15 ounces and I was going to ship first class mail. So this person was charged $8. I must have done a calculated. So if you don't know, I'll go through quickly. When you're listing on eBay, eBay gives you the option to choose how you want to ship. First is free shipping, which means you absorb the cost and the buyer gets free shipping. So if you're shipping a $10 item and it's $10 shipping, charge $20 with free shipping. The second is calculated, where you put in the measurements. I tend to use 12 by 12 by 3 for something this size. If it's really big, you're going to want to measure it, but in a poly mailer, basically I use 12 by 12 by 3 and it's fine. And then you tell them it's 13 ounces or 25 pounds, and they calculate based on the buyer's zip code or where they are if you go international. So that's what I did for this, and I'm not sure why. Normally I use the third option, which is just telling eBay, charge the buyer $5 for first class or $8 for priority. And I tend to do that because I ship lightweight items or items that will fit in a flat rate padded mailer, and I know the cost is going to be $7.33 if it fits in here and weighs more than a pound. So I'll charge the buyer like $8 or $7.50. And for a lighter item, I'll charge the buyer, if it's really light, $4 or $5.50, depending on. So this one I used calculated, that second option, and it charged the buyer $8, which in my mind, $8 would signify, is that a word? Signal that I would have shipped priority mail, but they selected first class. So I'm going to send this first class mail at 15 ounces. It's $5.12. That's almost $3 higher than the person paid, and I'm a little uncomfortable with making $3. They paid it, it would be fine, but I'm going to go into PayPal and give them a few dollars back. So let's go ahead and print this. Print and print. And then I'm going to log into PayPal, and right on the first page, thank you, Stephen, is everybody's payments. I might have to scroll down some and find Stephen's name. Here it is. I click in and it shows me his payment, his address. Scroll down about halfway. On the left-hand side, there's issue a refund. That'll take you to a second page. I'm going to refund him $2, and it says invoice number, but it's kind of the subject. You don't have to use it, but I usually just put shipping overcharge, issue refund. Easy peasy. What was that, like 30 seconds? He gets a couple dollars back. Hopefully makes him happy, but I didn't intend to make a few dollars extra. If you intend to, awesome. If you want to build that into your shipping price, great. No judgment here, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna shut this off. I still have 8 items plus 3 off, so I still have 11 items. I might have my husband drop off packages later because the mailman, it's almost 11 o'clock, should be here soon, but I need food. I am back. My stomach is happy. I had some chicken. We're doing well. I'm gonna ship another pair of similar boots, but these are women's. They are LL Bean, I think. LL Bean, women's 9. They're really nice. They do have a few little like splash marks or something. I didn't even try to get them out. I sold them for $12. They're so soft. They're the Wicked Good slippers, which are LL Bean's #1 slippers. One pair sells every 7 seconds in December on their website. And Erica purchased these in Washington. So do I want to do the same thing to stuff them? Maybe I'll just slide them in. Maybe I'll stuff them. Let's stuff them. There we are. While I was eating, my husband got a phone call to see if he was playing already tonight because there's a last minute cancellation. So he's going to be playing a local restaurant. If you didn't know, he's a musician. So our day will probably not include filming, but maybe. We'll see. I still have a lot of shipping to do. And it is gorgeous out. We haven't been to the pool in probably a week. The pool is heated, so we'll see. It's like right there. It's not, we don't have to go anywhere. It's just right there. Okay, so she was charged, again, first class mail, $9.30. So if I need to ship these priority, we're okay. But I'm guessing I'm going to have to. Oh, this is gonna be a close one again. Let's do tissue paper. Just because it's so large and I can't necessarily flip it over and just tie it. We will use a little bit of washi. See if it'll hold. There we are. Let's do pink. We finished it. I think I might have to washi this side. Let's see though. Nope, we're good. Oh, that was the perfect length too. There's just a little bit to cut off, which is good because there's a little piece of glue or tape or something there. Okay, so I'm going to weigh this again. And I'm going to weigh it with the poly nailer on top. I think we're good. Yep, 15 ounces. So now that I know that, I can put this together. An aloe mask in my favorite color. Business card on top. And then the aqua packaging. One last way, we know it's 15 ounces, but just in case, 14.7, so we round up to 15. And again, she paid $12 for the boots, and somehow first class mail, it says it right on here, $9.30. So I'm gonna go into PayPal and do the whole thing because my cost is $5.53. So she paid almost $4 more, so we'll refund her $3. Purchase and print while I'm logging into PayPal. Print and print. Thank you, Erica. I think I hail her either Amazon or a mail carrier. Very specific truck. Okay, so Erica, I have to find you and your payment. Just scroll down. Erica, here we go. And halfway down the page, issue a refund, secondary page, $3. Shipping overcharge, issue refund, done. Let's go to the next item. And it is a Tervis tumbler with the lid. So I found this at the bins. Tervis tumblers seem to do pretty well. They paid $8 and $5.99 shipping. This is going to Heather in upstate New York. Okay, we're at 12 ounces. So I'm just gonna be cautiously optimistic we're gonna ship this first class mail. Bubble both ways. the washi. I don't think I have any E-ribbon. And let's do a little piece of pink curling ribbon just to hold. And this is fairly lightweight. Hold the bubble wrap in place. There we are. I always try to bow things, and that way somebody doesn't need to use a scissor. It doesn't always work, but I try. Let's do tissue paper. Need to get a ribbon that matches this tissue paper, I think. I'll be right back. I found this at the bins last week. I don't pick up curling ribbon all that often, just because I have so much of it. But this green is so nice with this, and of course there's aqua. It's like non-classical Christmas colors. We're working. A few places to call today, including the post office, a surgeon. Look how nice that looks. And I'm going to weigh this with a poly mailer. Maybe I'm going to weigh it with a poly mailer. Where did my poly mailers go? They're running away today. Will this match? I think this house print will match. That's pretty. Oh, we're fine. 14 ounces. So this is plastic, but you can see I wrapped that well. It's a sturdy plastic. Oh, I forgot to slide the card in. What am I thinking? I never write out my cards. It's quicker, and that way the person can actually use the card. It's a free will thing. Come on. 13.6, it actually went down. So we round up to 14. Update. My dimensions are still 12 by 12 by 3. Purchase and print, it was $5.24, and Heather paid $5.99. All sorts of curling ribbons and other ribbons all over here. Let's get it out of the way of the printer at least. And print, and print. Ship my next item. Thank you, Heather. Let's do the dress next. I purchased a very large lot of clothing. Was it 100 pieces? I did. I purchased 100 pieces from a company called Indo Trading. They were all brand new Nordstrom rack, or Nordstrom, but mostly rack. And I think this is the last piece. So I purchased 100 pieces, loved the lot. It was like $700 shipped. So $7 is a piece is awful pricey, but I did okay. And then I ordered again, but they raised the price because there were so many people wanting it. And I paid, I think it was $1,040 for 100 pieces. And they said the quality would be better, but it wasn't. The quality was still really good. But overall, to pay, you know, like 10 something per piece is too high for me. I can go to the bins and find stuff all day long. Again, I'm paying like $1 for it and shipping it and doing all the stuff and maybe making $5 to $10 profit. But if I bought 10 things and made $50 to $100 profit, it's more work ultimately, but still. So I think this was the last piece. This was the dress. and the maker was Alexia Admore, and I think the dress retailed for like $200. It wasn't a $200 dress, but there were little snags in the lining. So I sold it as is, and I got $6 for it, plus $7.85 for first class package. Something is off with my eBay shipping. And this will absolutely ship first class mail. So let's give her a snail mask. My sister used one over the weekend, and I used one on Friday, and I was like, hey, I also used mine this weekend. There we are. And let's put this in a small poly mailer. If you're also having issues with eBay shipping, and issues isn't a huge deal because they're charging too much. And this is 11 ounces exactly, so 0 pounds, 11 ounces, update. So they paid $6 for the dress, $7.85 for shipping, first class mail, and my cost is $3.88. So almost $4. Log back into PayPal. I should just leave PayPal open at this point. I'll have to check my shipping costs eventually. Okay. So let's print this before I get too distracted. It's going to Jillian in Georgia. So this is just going one state. She might even get this tomorrow. Let's find Jillian on the list. Thank you, Jillian. And give her back a few dollars. Here she is. Halfway down the page, issue a refund. We're going to give her back $3. And again, shipping overcharge. Okay, next item. Easy peasy. Let's do a watch. So this watch was sent to me by a subscriber. She sent me a ton of stuff, and it sold for $22. It is a Museum of Art, Metropolitan Museum of Art watch. Kind of a green, florally ivy thing. Let's ship this flat, just in case she's not that size. I don't really want it to have that memory. Don't have that memory. So I'm gonna wrap it up, and then let's put it in a little bit more foam. Roll, 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 roll. And since this is so small, I'm just going to use a piece of tape instead of a ribbon. There we are. And this is headed to Sharon in Maryland. And that one I rolled on a diagonal. Fancy. Okay. I think a little pink curling ribbon will be nice. I haven't worn a watch in forever. My aunt, my mom is one of 5, so her older sister, her oldest sister, bought me a Mickey Mouse watch when I was little. I only know this because somebody told me. Maybe she told me. My aunt told me. I don't know. And supposedly I loved it, but have I worn a watch past time? Does anybody wear a watch? People still wear watches. I know my sister wears an Apple Watch. Oh, that would make sense. I get wearing an Apple Watch or, you know, like a Samsung watch. Okay, let's do, this is so lightweight. Let's do a mask and a business card. My business card's gonna bend if I put it on top. So I'm just gonna stick it in with that and then put tape the whole way around. Just one little piece. That should hold it a little bit. Hardest part is the bow. Okay. And I think I'm gonna have to put this in a big poly mailer. Here we are. I could have folded it over a little bit, but again, just has to be a 1/4 inch. Have I done any priority packages today? I don't know. This is 3 ounces exactly. So she paid $22 for the watch and $4.50 for shipping. 3 ounces, update. My cost is $2.76, purchase and print. It is 11:26 and still no postman. Open and print and print. Thank you, Sharon. Let's do some eyeglasses. These are a pair of Coach eyeglasses that my insurance paid for, wow, a long time ago. I had 2 pairs of these, one in black and one in brown. I think this is the black. Does it say? Black. So Bear and I picked up a whole bunch of cases at the bins just to ship glasses. This one slid in snugly, but still nicely. I thought it kept the shape really well. So $9. They are headed to Joyce in Texas. They are headed to Joyce in Texas for $9 with $4.99 shipping. Put it in a little piece of foam. And let's put a little bag. I still have a gazillion of these bags. And let's cut a piece of tissue in half. Instead of cutting a piece of tissue in half, let's use the tissue we got at the bins. It's brand new. It had other colors with it, but I just grabbed the fun ones. It's Snowflake, but she'll get this in October. It used to snow in October in Pennsylvania. Probably not Texas. Wrap that around there a bunch because I cut too big of a piece. And she paid $9 and $4.99 for first class mail. See, $4.99 sounds like something I would charge. $9, not so much. We will give her a mask and a business card, and we're big enough to slip the business card and put the mask at the back. Holly mailer. And this is also lightweight, so I'm gonna guess 4 ounces. So bad at this game. 2.8, not bad. Round up to 3 ounces. Update. My cost is $2.76, and again, Joyce purchased these for $9 and $4.99 shipping. Purchase and print. And print. And print. Thank you, Joyce. So when I sell glasses, I always put if the lenses are scratched, but most people replace the lenses anyway. We have a swimsuit. This I found at the half off sale. The price of it was probably like $2, and I sold it for $31. This is a really good brand. It's G-O-T-T-E-X. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. It has molded cups. They are slightly wrinkled, I mentioned that, but overall there's no butt pics, nothing gross. I did wash it, but still. With the molded cups, I'm gonna put a little bit of like a tissue paper or newspaper in there to just hold the integrity of the cups. You know what? Let's put our fun bin tissue paper. Let's fold it first and then put the tissue in there. Hold it in half. Such a pretty print. Just squish down. Okay, I'm still trying to fold this nicely, but swimsuits are a little bit hard to fold. So we're just gonna do one of those. in a little bag as it unrolls itself. And we will leave the air in the bag so it doesn't squish. So this is going to Rosemary, different than Rosemary in Hawaii. We're going to use the matching tissue paper. A little bit of tape. A little bit of washi. And I think we're going to use the aqua ribbon up because that'll be a really pretty contrast. Contrast? You know, I think it'll match. It'll match. There's some aqua snowflakes on here. Let's cut this on a diagonal. Come on, chop and chop. Let's see, let's do a beach card to match. Perfect. And even the envelope has the beach print. Perfect for a swimsuit. Business card, nice and lightweight. So she paid $4.99, and I'm gonna guess my shipping is probably about $4.99 for this. What do you think? And 10 ounces. 9 ounces. Really close. And update, 9 ounces. My cost is $4.33. Print. Okay, my battery died. So while I was up changing the battery, I got some more tissue paper in boxes and I put all the packages outside. So we are going to print and print. Thank you, Rosemary. And next item is a pair of men's Merrell shoes. These are headed to the global shipping program in Kentucky. And the only way I know that is the address is a very specific address. It's Airport Exchange Boulevard in Kentucky, and there's a reference number. So they're eventually headed to, let's see, you can see that by going to the packing slip. P-I-T-E-A. I don't recognize that location. Good old Google. Oh, I typed Pennsylvania. Why would I type that after that? Oh, they're headed to Sweden. Oh, let's say the weather for Sweden. Right now, oh, what time is it there? It's 5 p.m. It is 43 degrees. That's Fahrenheit. Whoa, it's chilly in Sweden. Oh, very chilly. That's too cold. It's like the coldest night in Florida. Too cold. And he paid $12 for these, and I don't know what he paid for shipping, but I get $7.99, and I just have to get them to Kentucky. So here they are. Bear and I found 2 pairs of these. They were a men's 10. If they were a women's 10, I had several people ask about them. I forgot to mention they were a men's in the video, and I think I had 3 people ask about them thinking they were women's. So I probably paid, let's see what I paid. I pay $1.59 per pound, but then if you get over a certain weight, and sometimes they charge you other prices. These are under a pound though, so let's say I paid $1.50 and got $12, not bad, sold within a week or 2. So let's put a little bit of something in the toe, especially because I know ultimately they're going to Sweden. Bear and I had planned a trip to Paris And then we were planning on going to, I mean, we bought tickets, we had the whole thing planned. This was planned when we thought I was gonna get better. It was right after my 3rd knee surgery. And then of course I didn't get better and we had to cancel it. But my doctor wrote like, I had CRPS and it was just a mess of a time that we had to cancel the whole thing. And so we got all of our money back, which was really nice. But we had planned on staying in some Airbnbs. Were they called that? I don't know if they're called that over there. I forget what they're called. It was 2012, I think. But we had planned on going to Sweden. That was one of the potential stops. Okay, let's put a little bit of bubble wrap around one of these shoes or both of these shoes. Is that how they're gonna go? I have a shoe box, so I wanna make sure they fit in the box however I package them. Here is the Priority Mail shoe box. I can use this because they're just going to Kentucky. Actually, I might be able to use this even if they were headed to Sweden. It says international. I don't know. But let's see if they fit side by side. Oh yeah. So now that I know how to fit them in, I can wrap them like that. These are kind of shoes that wouldn't be hurt by crushing, but the box option's a nice option, especially because I just have to get them to Kentucky, and Kentucky is so close to Florida. Okay, let's put them in a plastic bag. Side by side. Squeezing some of the air out, but not all of it. And this is Mateus, maybe? So let's do some green ribbon. I don't have any M ribbon. The bows are gonna get crushed in shipping, but it makes me happy. Let's send him a thank you card in English. Maybe he speaks English, but maybe not. I know when I've ordered from international sellers before, and they usually write like thank you in their native language, I tend to save that kind of thing and put it up inside my bathroom cabinet. That's just what I do with it. Makes me happy to have all the languages. Okay, so a little bit of tape. We have an old roll of eBay tape. It's like the vintage eBay tape. One piece just to hold it for now. Now, if this doesn't fit in this, I will put this in a poly mailer, but I think it'll fit. Perfect. There we go. And so I put some pieces perpendicular just to hold it both ways. And this is a non-flat rate option, so it doesn't say flat rate or regional on it. Does it say anything? I think it says mailing box. I covered it, but it just says mailing box. So I have to weigh this. So it's between 1 and 2 pounds, and I can put the exact weight. I have no problem putting that, but eBay is gonna automatically round up to 2 pounds. So I'm just gonna leave 2 pounds in there. I get $7.99 shipping, and this box is $8.25. Purchase and print. Now I don't put a shipping label, no. Now I don't put a packaging label in any of my boxes. I have never had an issue with anybody being like, oh, there's no packing slip in my boxes. Once in I mean like maybe a dozen times over 18 years. I have a company that orders something from me that needs a shipping slip, but they always message me separately and say, put in a packing slip, whatever slip they call it, and write the reference number on the box. Like they give specific directions. But unless somebody's giving me a specific direction, it's just a waste for me to use an extra sheet of paper for a packing slip. So no packing slip. Thank you so much, Mateus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Somebody had asked me about that. Okay, do I have one more item? Oh, I have a skirt. Is it dry? I didn't have to do this. It was a vintage Lily Pulitzer skirt. I disclosed that I had a little bit of dust where the hanger clip had done, but then this morning I was like, I could probably get that out. So let's go see if I just took a little bit. Let's see if it's dry. It's dry. This has been a ridiculous skirt. It is a vintage Lily Pulitzer, which really has a collectible quality to it, but I think because it was a solid, even with the rainbow stripes, this took me over a year to sell. I would not pick this up again. I mean, let's be honest, I probably would. I love it so much. This has been the one item I've held on to through everything. I go through my inventory pretty regularly and I'm like, we got this at the bins. I have it for $5. It hasn't sold in 12 months. I'm redonating it. We have some great charities in our area. But this eventually sold for $6. I had it every price point imaginable. I took different photos of it. I steamed it. I've got a little thing on it. The only issue was there's a little bit of dust. It didn't come out perfect. I disclosed it. Honestly, if you would have a shirt over this or even tuck in a shirt, you would never know. I have no idea why this only brought $6. But it did. It finally sold. I maybe paid $6 for this, but I'm just glad to have it gone. And it's headed to Cherokee, in Florida. So this should get to her like tomorrow, I would think. And she paid $4.99 for shipping. I'm gonna cut some tissue paper. Fun tropical shipping. There we go. Let's do, what's dangling off the end? Let's do, we're doing all of the colors. She gets all of the ribbon. This is my last eBay package. That's appropriate. Oh, and they match. That made me so happy. So we have pink, lime green, and silver, and all three colors are in this. Oh, this is gonna be hard to bow. I didn't think of that. Should we just tie it? We're gonna try it again. Oh, we're good. Look at that. Come on, it's very Lily Pulitzer. Oh my goodness. It was a Lily Pulitzer skirt. It's perfect. It's just utterly perfect. Let's do this pink and green card to match. Could not have planned that better. And a business card. And let's slip it into one of these Let's Shop mailers. It's got some pink on it. So $4.99 shipping. This should cost me a little bit less than that because it's fairly lightweight. .1 ounces, so I round up to 9. This is my last eBay package, so I might bring out the packages after this. It's 11:45. $3.85 is my cost. And open label, and print, and print. Thank you, Cherokee. Okay, I'm gonna stop here, put out the packages, in time for the mail carrier. Very excited about that. My husband won't have to go drop off packages. He's headed out later anyway. It wouldn't have been a big deal. And then I think I'm gonna call it a day because the rest of my packages don't need to go out today. And I have a few more items that I have sent invoices for that I can ship tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope this added some kind of value to your life, whether you were just keeping me company in the background or you've fallen asleep. Take care. Bye.
We hope your day is blooming with joy.